brown skin. You know I love your brown skin. I can't tell where yours begins. I can't tell where mine is. So anyway, nothing like brown skin, nothing like a black man.
I love how my caramel latte mixes with that cocoa chocolate skin. I love the thickness of their lips and how their iris meets mine when we're looking at each other. I love how, black men embrace me and hold me. And I won't say all black men, but some black men have good gentle touches.
I love their confidence. I love their wisdom. I love their knowledge. I love how most of them can be protective when it comes to a black woman. I love the way they smell. It's just something about their embrace. It's just different. It's different when you compare it to a black man compared to maybe someone of another race.
People say, "Oh, you should go out and experience other races." That's limiting yourself. But I believe that that God has the black man for me.
I have to marry a black man. I have to bear the children of a black man. I want to build a life with a black man, because he's going to be able to relate to me in a way that nobody else can. Our struggles, we're going to be able to connect and tackle those together. We see eye to eye, sometimes different inside jokes or just different mannerisms that other cultures, other races may not be able to connect with. It's never going to be that, awkward silence or having to feel someone
Or be uncomfortable
or just being putting someone in an uncomfortable situation because they can't relate, they don't understand what it's like. The black man, they don't take no mess. They're, they're a force to be reckoned with. When a strong, confident black man walks in the room, it's like all eyes are on him.
The interesting thing about dating black men is that there are so few what we would call good black men because available to date women, because there's a population of black men that are gay who are not interested in black women. There's a population of black men who are incarcerated who are not able to date black women. And there are a population of black men who are not interested in black women, who want something exotic, and it could be anything other than a black woman. So once you get past those, it leaves you with a very, very limited of men that you have to choose from. So knowing this early on, you settle as a black woman. Many of us are dating the same guy because we all want the same thing. And it puts us into a place where we feel like there are no good black men out there. And it doesn't, but the catch to it is that they are good black men. They're just not interested in the same thing that I'm interested in.
Where are black men going? They're gay. They're in jail. They're cheaters. They are, whoremongers. That, we look at what we have left over. And yet, instead of looking inward and saying, you know what, I know societally what is happened to the black man, there's still one for me. So if one happened to go and be with a white woman or a Latina or, a Middle Eastern woman, my brother found love. And I think, mainly my bias of being made up of an interracial relationship helped me to see that, there's still somebody for me. Even if that white woman dated that black man, that don't mean that's the one that I wanted. So, right? Like, there's somebody for everybody. And then here's the other thing too, sis, why not try something new? Have I? No, I thought about it. I've always said if he had a little swag, maybe.
Because let me tell you, I did try to date outside of my race. And unfortunately, it's different. It's just different, right? It's just different. Because I had so many bad experiences, as I talked about earlier, with black men. I said, well, let me try, to date outside of my race. But it's just something about knowing who I am and coming into knowledge of self and knowing where I came from that just won't allow me to date outside of my race. Nothing wrong with anybody else, but it just won't allow me to do it. So I love the touch, I love the caress, I love the smell, I love the feel, I love everything about a black man.
Now, will I date outside of my race? I have, or I tried, maybe 1 or 2 times, but it was very short-lived. I think I was annoyed. Just the idea of, maybe, I know it's weird, but maybe the idea of possible intimacy, I was like, oh, no. So, yeah, I've tried, but no, it's definitely not for me.
And I'll say this, because I can't talk about women without talking about men and how our black families have been affected. The black man was extracted from the family in slavery, and then when it came to the whole welfare system, so many black men were extracted from the family in order for women to be able to provide for their children. And this creates, it makes the women, they have no choice in being strong. They have to be strong. We don't have a choice. We have to provide for our families. We have to make sure, and then we have to also be there because black men are fragile. They are beaten. They are, there's so many things. As strong as black men are, they're so fragile because they've been mistreated, they've been exploited, they've been, and made to be just horrible. And so as black women, we have always been there trying to be there for our families, but we have to be able to also be there for our men, have a softer side, be there because other women don't understand the plight of the black man like the black woman.
I really believe that if the black family is strong, our communities are strong, our society, our world, it starts in the home. It starts in the home. And if we can give our children examples that I missed in my grandparents, too busy worrying about what I didn't have, that I overlooked what I did have. Now, as a more mature woman, I'm like, yeah, my grandfather was always there for my grandmother, and I just love the way black men smell. I love them tall, honey. And black men have hurt me, but I can't give up on the fact that I believe that a black man will love me till death do us part.